Hi guys and welcome back to Learn Golf with Cassie. Today we're doing a follow through to the punch shot that we did last time. I think the video's like here. But yeah, we're going to try and continue it because in Taiwan the weather just never gets better. So yeah, we just got to keep doing it.
Thanks Cassie. Yes, today we're doing the follow-up to the low punch shot with low trajectory. We've actually got a cold, wet and windy day today, so it's perfect for it. And so we're actually going to go a little bit slower so that you can feel. So last time we had the takeaway with no early wrist hinge. The hinge comes to about here. We're basically going just over half shot, and then dropping the hands, the club drops down, that left hip is pushing away and our left side is dragging, and we finish basically a sawn off finish to here. One of the things that we've got to make sure that we don't do is get a little bit too fast, too anxious, and then not have time for the club face to drop and square up. So we're going to do it, basically we're going to do the same swing, but we're going to go a little bit slower and just knock it out there, and the goal is low and straight. Okay, I've got the 8 iron here. There's a lot of wind, and that was absolutely straight, absolutely perfect. Basically doing it, it feels like slow motion, and that just means that you're not rushing that first move, and the club still has a chance to drop down like we did before with gravity. But sometimes when you go a little bit too fast, you get a little bit of cut and it actually can drift it off. So I'm going to go too fast and I'll show you what can happen. You can see the ball cutting away there. So once you've done it nice and smooth and got the results you want, then you can go a little bit harder and a little bit faster, but still keep that nice tempo. Nice and slow to begin with. Nice shot. For Cassie, we want her to make sure she finishes the left side pulling through. Good. Nice and low, nice and long. And just try to feel that club head dropping down onto the ball. That's it. Perfect. Good. Okay, now you've got the tempo, you can go a little bit faster in the left hip pushing away. Not hard, but that's it. Good. Perfect. So we're going a little bit more aggressive with the left hip, but still the club's dropping down on the ball. There we go, lovely shot. Nice shot. Jumped a little bit on that one. Let the club drop down to hit the ball. There we go, better strike.
Just now I asked Coach Dad what he means by 90 degrees, because what I was seeing was like, that's 90 degrees, right? That's a right
what
angle.
90 degrees is, yeah.
Yeah, and so do the 90 degrees
Okay.
with your thing.
So Cassie was swinging to, I was saying she can hinge here to 90 degrees. Talking at no hinge being 0.
Yeah, see, what I thought
and
was
full hinge being 90. But
go back
Cassie,
to no hinge.
That's no hinge.
I told
because
him that's
nothing's moved.
180 degrees because
Cassie
that
was-
seems like a straight line to me.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
if it's a good question. It could be 180 degrees, but actually nothing's moved yet, so it's 0 degrees. So this is 0 because there's no hinge at all. This is 90, and Cassie was kind of hinging to what we call our no wrist hinge, which I would say would be about 70.
Yeah.
So I was saying to Cassie, her wrist hinge was at about 70, not 90. I said, well, let's try just a little bit more hinge to 90, and then that gives you a little bit more downward strike for this shot, rather than a kind of like flatter one. So we're having a little bit more of a vertical feeling. It's not, it's on the plane, but it stops us getting too flat. So here it is. When she's 70, I feel like she's a bit flat, but if she comes up a little bit more vertical, 70 degrees or 90 degrees should both work. Let's see how it works with Cassie. Cassie's going to do a couple with what she was doing before. So it's more like a 70, 80, not the full 90. And we see how it works. I mean, that's landed straight. It's coming off a little bit right, which suggests we're coming very much from the inside.
Okay, so I just asked him what he means. Like, he said that it was coming in too flat, and I said that I was taking it away exactly how he wanted me to, and we went through the video and it looked pretty much like, it looked okay. And then so he's saying now what I have to do. Yeah.
So if you watch this video, I'm going to do it slow-mo, but essentially Cassie's good on the backswing, a touch, still a touch of the move of the hands, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
Just a little touch. We can still improve that. And she's in good at the back here, 90 degrees. Got a 90 degrees angle. What's happening is she's letting the angle go too early as she's coming down. So by the time she gets to the ball, it's squirting out right, and then she's kind of covering the ball correctly on the way through. But because that angle is being let go too early in the wrists, she's losing some of her speed and impact, and then when she hits it, it's squirting out to the right. We want that angle, that 90 degrees angle, to be held as she drops the wrists. The angle can't be lost. If we drop there, then it feels a little bit more scoopy. Okay, we want it to be there, hands drop, and then this drops right down over the ball and compresses it, rather than losing some of that early. So this is the early wrist release, which is what we're not trying to do. That was actually a nice shot. You can play it, it's doable, but this is the one where the wrists are dropping, holding the angle, and then releasing at the bottom. There's my punch, dead straight. I'm not swinging hard, but the angle is being held right there and then dropping over the ball. Let's see if Cassie can do that now. Being nice and slow and just keeping that angle. Feel like you're dropping the hands down and the club releases at the last moment. Good. Yeah, they look much more controlled. I like that a lot. Okay. Let's keep the swing going round to the left. We're doing the punch shot, remember, so finish down the left arm going down that pink stick. Finish. There we go. Absolute beauty. Oh yes. And that's great.
I definitely think I've learned a lot in this video, like a bit more inquisitive than I was usually, so I've learned a lot today. So yeah, thanks for watching this video guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Click the thumbs up button and subscribe.